So this last question, we help you understand, or try to help you understand, another use for the symbolic rule, and I chose this guy to use in my previous problem. Let's read it. Suppose the deducted amount was $230. How much was the gross pay? So similar question to this, not exactly, but similar. I mean, the two variables are there. Let's use the symbolic rule to do that. So our symbolic rule that relates our two variables was this. Again, we are saying this equation alone gives us a complete description of the relationship between these two variables. And so what we're given in this problem is that what if this amount was 230, then what must be that amount? And so here's the use of algebra. We replace the d value with 230, the deducted amount, and ask ourselves here, what must this g value be in order to have this guy to be true, this equals? So in essence, what number times 0.32 will give you 230? So the idea is really an algebra question, and you may already know it, but if we were going to use algebra steps, we would want to undo this multiplying of 0.32 to help us find out what this g value would be equal to make this a true statement. And hopefully you are thinking divide by 0.32. Oops, sorry, you can see that. So if I take this right side and divide it by 0.32, I want you to see that this undoes this. Let me go off to the side and kind of prove it to you. What if I take a number and multiply it with, let's say 12, multiply it with 2? What do I get when I take 12 times 2? Hopefully you're thinking 24. But what if I divide by that same value 2? Now what does that give me? Back to 12, right? So if I multiply a number with another number and divide by that same number, these guys undo each other and I just get my original number. So my point is this division of this undoes the multiplication of that same value. So what I have here on this right side is simply the g value, or g, and the rules of algebra say what you do to one side you got to do the other, so I'm going to divide this left side by 0.32. And so there's the division that will give me the value of g that makes this true here. So 230 divided by 0.32 gives me 718.75. So this person would look on their paycheck and their gross pay would be that, given that their deducted amount was that amount right there. So let me put the units of measure dollars. So that means their gross pay on their paycheck was $718.75.